Hey friends, it is Serena from the future, and I'm just hopping on to do an intro for this episode because we did end up deciding to break this Q&A up into two parts because it was pretty long. So, here's part two of our Q&A. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so what is your favorite Taylor merch you own?
Oh my god. These are the hardest questions I've ever had in my whole life.
So, I have my answer. Mine is I have that white crew neck that says Taylor Swift, and it has her in all her different eras, and it's like up to Lover.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted that so bad and didn't get it when it went on sale, and I was so sad. And then on Christmas morning, I opened it. My mom got it, and I was just like, because my mom is like not the one to like get on and like she's like too busy, like she doesn't have time to like get on the Taylor website and buy before it sells out kind of thing. Like she just doesn't have the time. So the fact that she did that, I was so excited, and I love that sweatshirt.
I love that I own the original Folklore cardigan. Same thing, my mom got it for me for Christmas because it was something that I don't know, I don't think I really wanted it, but now that I have it, I'm like really glad that I do. It's exciting to me.
I sold mine.
Oh,
I like made the decision because I think it's the most uncomfortable piece of clothing that I've ever owned. And I was like, this is like literally sitting in my closet collecting dust. I'm never going to wear it. Like, I'm just going to sell it.
Yeah. And you know what? We were texting when the Speak Now merch dropped and she did a cardigan. And I was like, I don't care. I'm buying it because I have no stuff. And I just didn't buy it because I really thought about it for a while.
One for the Speak Now, I would never wear purple ever. Like, I don't wear purple.
Yeah.
And they're uncomfortable. Like, I wish it was a soft sweater. I would love it.
Yeah, and I also didn't buy the red one or, like, the other two Evermore ones or whatever those were, so I'm like, whatever.
I mean, I do, for, like, sentimental reasons, wish I would have kept maybe the Folklore one, but whatever, it is what it is.
Whatevs. My favorite piece of clothing, though, that I do own from her is the Cruel Summer crop top tie-dye shirt, which one of my followers sold to me because I think originally I didn't get it because I just like wasn't into buying merch like when Lover came out, and then there was like another Lover drop and I was really wanting the Cruel Summer shirt to be in there and it just wasn't. I don't know, I was complaining about it on TikTok or something and someone messaged me and said, oh, like I have it in this size, if you want it, like I'll send it to you. And it was the perfect size. And I wear it all the time and I love that shirt.
Love it.
God bless her.
I also have a 1989 t-shirt from when I went to the tour. It's like probably the only old merch I have from the tour because you heard my red blanket story.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. So I love that t-shirt. I wear it all the time. It's so soft and like comfortable and yeah. It's like the one with like the Polaroid of our face with the black lining on the sleeves. Yeah. So yeah, I like that one too. The next question is any plans for merch? And I think she means for us, which I love that. I think when I said that to Emily, she's like, yeah, when we hit 5,000 followers, we'll think about it. And I was like, you know what? True. So if you want us to have merch, you need to share this podcast with your friends. You need to get them listening. You need to get them following us on Instagram.
Because listen, we both love doing this and I think it's a fun thing, but it's also like I don't want to just do merch for the sake of having it. I want it to be like
something people actually want.
Yeah,
and like
something people want.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm a designer and I have a ton of ideas for merch already, just naturally. So
yes, in the future.
If you can get us there.
If you can get us there.
But if you let this flop, then no. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So, but it's really up to you if we have merch or not. And yes, I love it.
If you want to buy Swiftie merch, go to ekellydesign.store.
Amen.
Just kidding.
No, she's not kidding. Actually do it. Her merch is adorable and it's good quality. So, I own many pieces really that I have bought with my own money. She doesn't just give me things. So, yeah, buy it. Anyway, if you were a Taylor Swift album, which one would you be?
Midnights.
My answer is Folklore. I feel like it fits my vibe pretty well. Yeah. And I like Midnights for you too. I think it works well.
Yeah.
I love that we both just had an instant answer to that one.
Because I'm like, I've always thought I'm awake at night. Apparently, except for the nights that Taylor's performing on the West Coast, I can't stay freaking awake. But yeah, it's just all of the like anxieties and things that you think about at night. That's so relatable. That's so me.
And like folklore, summer era, beach town vibes.
Yeah,
it fits me.
Yeah.
So if this one is funny, and I think we're not gonna have a good answer because it's like off the cuff, but if each Taylor Swift album was a dessert, what would it be? And the only one I have an answer for right off the bat is Speak Now would be a wedding cake because
it's a cop-out.
It's the answer.
Like a super, like, frilly looking.
Yeah, like when you think of, like an early 2000s wedding cake, that is Speak Now.
Yep. Okay, I can see that. What I was thinking was a chocolate-filled croissant for Reputation.
Okay. That's a thought. I need to know. I need to know the thought process behind.
I think it looks so like. I don't know. I'm just thinking you bite into it and it's just like so much better than you thought it was gonna be.
There it is.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
You know, I don't think it necessarily looks like a croissant. I think pair Reputation with a croissant.
Right.
But
not aesthetically, but like. The experience of eating a chocolate-filled croissant is the experience of Reputation.
Or like a jelly donut or something filled with something that you're usually just like, no, I don't know. And then you eat it and you're like, actually, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's what I feel for
Reputation. I feel like Debut is like classic chocolate chip cookies. Like just simple, basic.
Homemade. From scratch.
Yes. That's just like where we're at there.
Yeah. With a nice glass of whiskey.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say milk, and I was going to say no, thank you.
No, I was going to say that too, but then I was like, I don't really like milk like that.
Oh, whiskey.
Moonshine. Tennessee moonshine.
Red is getting... I feel like Red is giving ice cream because it's like got a lot of like ice cream can go two ways for people. Like it's either like you're sad eating ice cream or it's like this like fun summer thing to go do, and like I feel like Red gives both of those vibes.
Yeah. Okay. Totally.
Yeah.
All right. Like a pumpkin flavored ice cream.
Yeah.
Because fall.
Yes, that's giving Red. All right, so we need Fearless needs something. What are we giving Fearless?
Fearless is like oh my god, what are those things called? I'm never going to be able to even think of a name for it. This is bad.
Describe it.
I can't. Like it's kind of like a pastry, but like okay, no, we're not getting there. It's in my head. I'll see if I can think of it later.
It's fine. If you come out with it, let me know.
Yeah. Something also just like very country.
Like it's kind of giving me like have you ever seen that dessert? It's like Jell-O and like pretzels. It's like strawberry Jell-O and pretzels. Ew. It's gross, but like maybe that's very country
don't the pretzels get soggy?
I would imagine, but
Ew, I rebuke that.
Me too, but that's kind of maybe where we could go with that.
Or like a nice lemon bar.
A lemon bar? Okay. I like that better, and aesthetically it matches.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Lover? 1989 we also skipped too.
Oh.
Jesus.
There's so many albums.
Harder than I thought this was going to be. I was like, oh, we'll just wing it while we're recording.
So many albums and so many desserts.
We are not winging it.
Lover. I'm getting chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Yeah.
It's giving Valentine. It's giving love.
Yeah.
All right. 1989, I feel like is like a sugar cookie vibe. Like decorated sugar cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's I don't have an explanation, but that's
Sounds
what it's
good to me.
It's working for me. Midnights, I'm struggling.
Can we just make a cup of coffee a dessert?
I know. Like affogato.
Yeah, that's true.
Could be Midnights. Yeah. Ice cream with espresso on top.
Yeah.
All right, we're giving that to Midnights. Now we need Folklore, and I give Folklore cinnamon buns.
Ooh, can they just both have cinnamon buns?
Yeah, because they're the same album. It's the same thing. It's
sorry.
part 1 and 2. If you don't agree, you're wrong.
Cinnamon buns are good. Wow, okay. You're a lot better at that than I was.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a lot.
Good question.
We're not taking criticism on our dessert album.
No.
Commentary.
Because we didn't want to think too hard about it.
Okay. This is a loaded question. Are you ready?
Oh boy. Here we go.
We prepped for this one because we just had to.
Yeah.
What is the one song from the set list you would replace, and what would you replace it with? And if there's one thing about me and Emily, we can't pick just one, so we each pick 3.
It was psychotic.
So, I'll go first.
Okay.
So, I would take out 22 and replace it with I Bet You Think About Me. And again, this is something I'm not taking criticism on. I Bet You Think About Me is one of my favorite Red songs. I don't care that it's a full track. I don't care that 22 is iconic. I've heard 22 live many times. I want it out, and I Bet You Think About Me.
I love that, actually. I love that idea.
Thank you.
I would be a little upset to lose the 22 hat. Well, actually, if 22 was never on the set list, we never would have known that she would have given the hat to somebody.
And then it wouldn't have mattered.
Then it wouldn't have mattered. That's so true.
So, my next is Tolerate It. I'm taking out. I like the song. I love the dramatic performance.
Yeah.
But the fact that Right Where You Left Me is not permanently on this set list is criminal.
She can keep the table on the stage. And
yes.
just take out Tolerate.
Yes, you can do the same dramatic vibe, but just with Right Where You Left Me. And I love Tolerate It. I think it's a great song. I'm glad I got to hear it live. And again, I think it's a good song, and it's even better with the dramatic performance. But Right Where You Left Me needs to be there. And my last one, maybe controversial, I don't know. Mastermind, Sia, and You're on Your Own, Kid.
Okay.
I like Mastermind. But You're on Your Own, Kid not being on this album, or this tour.
Criminal.
Yep. So that's my answers. And again,
Dang.
accepting zero criticism.
You're not allowed to speak on our opinions ever.
Yes, like,
no, I really like those. I feel like you did a better job than I did at these. All right, well, I'll just start. Here we go. Okay, I'm replacing Lover, the song, with Cornelia Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a respectable change.
That's always been my, number one. I just don't like the song Lover that much.
Yeah, I like it. So I like it that it's on the set list, but
it makes sense that it's on there, so whatever. But that's just mine.
I think that's a good replacement.
I'm also taking out Wildest Dreams.
Okay.
And I'm replacing it with You Are in Love.
There we disagree. But you know what?
I know that you love Wildest Dreams.
I do. I would have rather see Blank Space taken out than Wildest Dreams.
Yeah. Okay. I just think we need a deep cut in the blank in the 1989 era.
I agree.
Just need some. And You Are in Love is such a huge fan fave too.
I love that song.
And I just think it would be a nice slow down moment too for that.
I agree.
And lastly, you are allowed to tear me apart for this. I don't care. I'm taking out All Too Well 10-minute version. I'm discarding it. It's out. And I'm replacing it. I made the executive decision that I'm replacing it with 3 songs because it's literally 10 minutes long. So I'm replacing it with Short, All Too Well.
Okay.
Treacherous.
Okay.
Of course.
Duh.
And then I'm adding another one to 1989 and I'm doing New Romantics.
That's a good that's good choices. I respect that. I think it's funny that neither of us did this, but this is something I do have a slight issue with. I'm sad there's not a permanent debut.
Yeah. Oh,
moment.
I'm shocked neither of us added one.
Yeah, neither of us added a debut. It's not because I'm not sad about it because Debute's my favorite album by any stretch. I'm sad about it because it's like, what is the Eras tour without where we started?
Yeah, it just feels like it belongs.
Yeah. But. So even if it was just literally our song.
Picture Bear, like whatever,
any of them, like Tim
McGraw.
McGraw, just one, I would be fine with. But whatever.
Yep. Oh boy.
Okay. Next would be, what is your favorite album? Folklore.
Oh, that was the question? What's your favorite album?
Yeah.
Lover.
Like, when I mathematically ranked, did we do an episode about mathematical rankings?
No, we didn't. Because I think we needed more time to think about our actual ranking. Or I needed more time.
Okay, so we're going to do an episode about that, so I'll not give away the goods now. But Folklore is my answer.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Lover.
Okay. Top 3 surprise song pairs. And again, we don't follow the rules, so we both picked 4. So my number 1, personally...
Well, you ranked them?
Well, it's only ranked number 1, and then the rest is even.
Oh, got it.
So my number 1 is Getaway Car and Maroon, because I was there. And I was with the kids. We've talked about the story, and, like, that song, Getaway Car, is, like, one of my, like, songs with them. So just, like, that's why it's number 1, is for the sentimental value.
You can have that, yeah.
The rest of them, and I don't think it's, like, technically the best one. But just for me and my life, it's my favorite. Next, it would be Dress in Exile. And not next, like, ranking number 2, but just, like, next on what I wrote down.
Still fresh, too.
I just can't get over that performance of Exile, and I just...
Yeah.
And then... Right Where You Left Me. Castles Crumbling. Castles Crumbling isn't, like, statistically my favorite, but Right Where You Left Me is so high up there that it had to be, like...
That combo was kind of insane. I do love both of those songs.
And then my last one is The Great War and You're on Your Own, Kid.
That's one of mine, too. Because The Great War is, like, my favorite song.
I love The Great War so much.
Yeah.
The line, "There's somewhere in the haze, I got a sense I've been betrayed." Anyway.
Daggers, yeah.
Okay.
Excruciating. That's my number 1, The Great War and You're on Your Own, Kid. Yeah. That was actually devastating. And that was so early on in the tour that I was like, holy crap, I was not ready for that. At all. My number 2, I think this happened in the same weekend because it, like, took me out. Cowboy Like Me and White Horse. White Horse isn't necessarily, like, my absolute favorite song of all time. I really do love it. But the combination with Cowboy Like Me being one of my favorite songs, I think was just so insane.
That combo is, like, one of the ones where you're like, you are just not real human.
Yep. Like, mastermind.
Truly.
Yep. Another one of mine is The Other Side of the Door and Coney Island.
I love both of their songs. Coney Island is, like, one of my, like, tops.
Yep. Love. They went great together. I think they're both just underrated. Amazing. Whoever got those is so lucky.
Yeah.
And lastly, but most definitely not leastly, I have Mirrorball and Tim McGraw from opening night. Only because 1, I was there. 2, it's super underrated. We don't talk about it anymore because it didn't feel like a surprise because it was opening night. 3, singing the first song you ever put out on opening night and also the song that you wrote about not being able to perform is just, like, does something to me.
Yeah. That's a really solid choice. I like that.
Yeah.
That was, like, what I contemplated putting that one on my list, so.
Yeah.
Love. Okay, and now we're going to hit the direct opposite. Who do you think lost? Who got the least? The worst of the worst. And again, we picked 2 because we just simply can't.
Oh, I picked 1.
Oh, well, I picked 2 because I simply can't. Just pick 1. 2. So I put A Place in This World and Today Was a Fairy Tale.
Got it. Okay.
And
sure.
A close tie for me was This Is Me Trying and State of Grace.
Which I also saw. But, yeah. My favorite thing when she introed the This Is Me Trying, she's like, I just feel like everyone in this room is really trying. We were like, LOL.
Yeah, we are, actually.
Actually, yeah.
Like,
basically.
We put in so much effort to be here, so much effort into the fit, so much effort into the everything. Yep. So yeah, we are trying, Tay. We're trying hard.
So hard, yeah.
Anyway, what's your who lost for?
For me, I said Welcome to New York and Clean.
Period. And they were trying to act excited about it, but
no, they're like, actually, I love New York.
I love Clean. Which Clean's fine.
Clean. I don't know. Clean. I know it's a huge fan fave.
It's not one of my favorites either.
No, it's not up there for me. And the fact that she's already played it twice, I feel like.
Sorry.
I don't want to add to this, like, discourse about the surprise songs where people seem ungrateful or, like, annoyed that she's playing songs twice or whatever. Like, I don't want to come off like that. I don't care. I think it's great that she's playing songs that are, like, popular twice because more people get to hear them, whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. Yeah, Welcome to New York and Clean was just not.
That's not it.
No. I was okay to miss that. Because it was in our state, New Jersey.
When I went to MetLife Night 1, and I was just like, I fully accepted the fact that we were getting Welcome to New York that night. Like, I was just like, it just is what it is. Like, there's no
Because I think, too, at that point, nobody expected Welcome to New York on night 3.
Right.
Because they were like, oh, the time has passed.
Right. So I was just like, it's fine. Like, I just know I'm getting this. It's not a favorite, but whatever. And then when I didn't, I was like, amen. Yeah. I would like to thank not only God, but Jesus and Taylor Swift for
Period.
saving me from that.
So true.
So next question. What Sorry, there's some repeats. So, okay. Do you think anything about the tour will change when it goes international?
No.
I think no, but I do think when Hayley Williams is with her, they'll sing Castles Crumbling.
Yeah. I mean,
just because, like, statistically, she's done that. Like, she did it with the
Phoebe Bridgers
and with Haim. Yeah. So I think, like...
that it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by, like, well, things change? Like, the whole set list is not going to change. The stage is not going to change.
No.
Her outfits might change.
Maybe some new outfits, but
new outfits.
That I think would be the furthest extent of changing to me, would be new outfits. And I do think, like I said, when Hayley's there, she'll perform with her.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if people are going to be live streaming in other countries like they have been in the US.
Yeah.
I feel like kind of no.
I think the hype is going to fall off a little bit.
I think so too. Yeah. And I think, like, I just don't think, especially, like, Europeans, like, I don't think they care to, like, like, for the love of God, there's still tickets for London to buy because Europeans won't spend that much money on them.
And they're so smart for that.
And they're just smarter than us. Yeah. Truly. And I just think that they're gonna, like...
It's true. The concert culture is so different over there.
It's so different over there, and I feel like their lifestyle is just more about, like, experiencing things, so they're just gonna want to, like, experience it.
They don't
not
have,
spend...
like, obsessive personalities like we do.
Yeah. And they're, like, I just don't see them, like, I feel like their mindset is gonna be, like, I paid money to watch the concert and not live stream it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Which, truly, that's my mindset. Like, I appreciate being able to watch it on live stream, and I love that people are doing it, but I just don't think it's gonna be as much of a thing when it goes international.
And I'm honestly looking forward to just waking up in the morning and seeing what songs she played.
Me too.
Or just, like, finding out throughout the day, whatever
and not feeling like FOMO of,
because, like, honestly, the past couple of shows when she's been in California and I haven't been awake, I've just been waking up to Twitter and being like, oh, she played our song. Whereas, like, it would have devastated me if I was watching the night before. It's almost freeing to just be like, oh, that's what she played.
I felt that way when she was in Santa Clara. I didn't watch any of the live streams. And honestly, the only reason I'm watching the live streams now is because I watched night 1 of LA because, like, there was a possibility something was going to happen. Yeah. Then I happened to be up for night 2. I didn't watch night 3. Or vice versa. And then I happened to be up last night. Like, I'm not staying up tonight, but I will be staying up tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so, yeah. Somebody asked where you find live streams. I swear I look for so long and can never find them. So I have 2 tips here. One, there's a Twitch stream called Folkloric. And what they do is they pull TikTok live streams. And they just, like, find the best ones. They're honestly a saint for that. And there's, like, usually 3 visuals up, but they pick, like, the best audio.
Yeah.
So that's, like, my usual go-to. It's pretty consistent. And again, they're pulling from people's TikToks, so it's like they always have somebody's up. Also, there's a Twitter. It's called Eras Tour Live, and they tweet out accounts that are going live.
That's good to know.
So you have both of those resources available to you. And they are how I found the Folkloric Twitch stream. And there's also another Twitch stream that does the same thing, but I forget what it's called. I don't know. But Eras Tour Live they tweet the Twitch streams and, like, just Instagram and TikTok accounts that are going live. So, yeah.
Love that.
What is your favorite friendship bracelet you got at Eras?
Okay, I didn't make friendship bracelets because, well, one, I was going to, like, the first night and I just simply didn't have time. And I also just, like, didn't know. I don't think we really knew at that time if it was going to be a thing.
I don't think it was really a thing for the first show.
I was, like, a little scared. I didn't want to make a bunch and then not hit. Also, I have, like, terrible social anxiety, so I didn't want to go up to people. So I did make stickers, though, because I'm a designer first and would rather design stickers. So I made stickers with a bracelet on it, and I just thought, like, you know, if someone comes up to me for a bracelet, I'll hand them a sticker. Hopefully that's a good enough trade, whatever. There were a couple people which was very, very sweet, on the first night, who follow me on TikTok and had asked if they could come, like, bring me a bracelet because they, like, made one for me specifically because they know I like the album Lover, and that was really sweet. And so I do have a bunch of, like, Lover and Midnight's bracelets that people made me, which I love, and they're sitting with my other Eras Tour stuff that I have to frame, but yeah.
Yeah, so I did make bracelets, but I liked them so much that I didn't want to trade them. So I just wore my bracelets and I didn't really trade. I had like a couple people just give me bracelets, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even remember really what they were to pick a favorite. I still have them, but like I liked the ones that I made so much that I wanted to keep them.
That's so real.
But I will say it was really fun with the kids because I made them a few when we went, and they were like trading with people, which was really sweet. And they were like so brave, like going up to people like, hi, do you want to trade bracelets? And I just thought that was like really cute and sweet.
I love that little bonding moment.
So, and they were like, everyone was so sweet to them, and like multiple people were like, oh, keep your bracelet, like we'll give you you one.
That's so nice.
So it was really cute.
People are so nice. I do have a little bit of FOMO though. Like sometimes I'll see people post like really cool ones they made, and I'm like, I just want to make bracelets. So if I go to another show, I think I'm gonna make bracelets this time.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And, like, me and my friend Skylar made some of ours together, so it was, like, fun to sit here and make them together. It's just, like, a fun thing. Yeah. Then somebody said favorite era performance, like, which, like, on the tour. Like, which is your favorite era?
It's a tie between Lover and Midnight's, I think.
I think mine is a tie between... Frick. I love Lover. I love Folklore. I love, like, the cabin. I think it's really cute, but I also love the Midnight set.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love it all.
I know.
I just love the Eras Tour.
I think that Lover and Midnights, they open and close the show really, really well. And the visuals for those are really good.
I really like how she laid it out.
Yeah.
Like, the layout of the tour, I think, is chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question. Do you remember I'd Lie? It was out long enough for me to have learned on guitar at 15.
Girl, do we remember I'd Lie?
Of course.
Be so for real. Yeah, of course. That was like, yeah. That was in the era of being a Taylor Swift fan, but only having one album to, like, listen to and desperately scouring the internet for more unreleased stuff. Yeah.
Just for something. Give me something more.
Yes. And so I was obsessed with all of the unreleased songs, especially I'd Lie. We all LimeWired it right to our iPods.
Yep.
Like, of course.
Ugh, what a time.
Great song.
And then, this is the last one. It says, not a question, but my friends and I waited for a pod like this. Thank you so much.
Aww.
Which I'll cry right now.
I'll cry too. I hope you're listening with your friends, because we're all friends here.
I love it. So yeah, that's that on that.
Thank you.
That's the questions. If this got broken into 2 parts, well, I guess I'll have to film an outro for the other part, which is fine. I can do that. But thank you so much for listening. We'll have to see how long this is. If it's really long, it'll be 2 parts. If it's not that long, then it'll be 1.
Amazing.
So you'll find out when we find out.
Period.
But
thank you. Tell all your friends.
Tell all your friends. Leave a review. Follow us on Instagram.
Because if you want merch, you gotta get to 15,000 followers.
You said 5. You said 5.
Make it 15.
Actually, only when we hit 1 million. Yeah. And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye. I'm just kidding. Didn't stop.